Oh, I don't know if I can actually get through that. Anyway, I'm not gonna stay on long because I feel, I don't have anything, to add. So, uh, I'm I am devastated, like, really profoundly devastated that a young man, a young father of 2 tiny children and a young wife who genuinely believed in the United States of America and freedom, and consistently said when asked, "Why'd you do this? Why'd you go around the campuses? Why'd you do this?" He consistently said, "I do it because when you stop talking, you can be dehumanized and then violence." So it's it's profoundly sad for him, for the things that he's going to miss with his children and his wife. It's awful. It's awful for his wife. You know, she must have had fears consistently about how evil the people were that stood against him and what they would do. Um, I think Melania Trump wrote something just, sometimes just something just gets you. And she said, instead of memories, his children will have photos. And I mean, that's, it's, read her tweet. It was very lovely. It was very lovely. Um, so I'm in the unfortunate position where I mean, clearly I've got nowhere near as large a platform or influence or importance as Charlie Kirk. So I'm not drawing a comparison, and that would be just inappropriate. But I am in a position where I have had my life at risk because of the words I say. And I think what we have to understand, those of us that are not on the rabid left, we may disagree with the things that they say. We may want to persuade them and change their minds, but they want to destroy our lives. They have been radicalized to think that what we say is is worthy of losing our lives for, is worthy of losing our jobs, is worthy of losing our families, is worthy of being cancelled online, is worthy of being arrested. And so, I mean, there's a few choices you have it when you're presented with this, and that's, do we all stand and share the burden of risk? Because I think that's the only thing you can do. I mean, I think I said that last week where I just said to women, look, even if you're afraid, come, because the more of us there are, the less fear that those actually turn up feel. And we don't have guns in this country. But it's not like I haven't thought. I mean, I talked about it recently. I've got security gates on my house. And or many delivery drivers get annoyed with me because unless they say why they're here, I don't let them in. So it has to be, "Why are you here? Where's the parcel from? Who is it for? What's the name on the address?" Like, I didn't know that I was gonna have to live like this. I didn't know that where every time I pick up the phone, I have to hold my put I don't answer, I don't speak, and I put people on mute until they say who they are. And often it's it's just someone nice who's just wondering why I'm being so rude. So I feel that there has been a seismic shift in the vibrations of the earth with his assassination, murder in front of his wife and children. I feel that this has to be a moment. It can't. It can't just pass. And the the joy that some pretend to feel, because I don't think they do. I don't think anyone's truly happy that Charlie Kirk, was murdered on a screen for all of us to see in such a graphic, violent way. I don't think they're really happy, but what does it tell you that they need to tell other people that they are? What does it tell you about someone and the world that we live in, that somebody wants to stand up and tell everyone how happy they are that a 31-year-old father of 2 who said words they don't like, he's not a politician. He's not ever been in any position to make, policy. But what does it tell you about them? How have we got here? And can this just be that last final moment where we wake up? Because it must be. If like, I remember Ding Dong the Witch is Dead went to number 1 when Margaret Thatcher died. Was that a moment where we really should have thought, like, is there no dignity? Is there no dignity? Like the thing of, like, don't speak ill of the dead? Is that when did that go? Like, fine, you can speak about Hitler badly, that's fine. But someone making political decisions that they believe is for the best, it's just something's happened. It's, it's crazy, and I think the reason, I mean, I've watched people, the commentators say things like, "Well, um, he said some despicable things," and I'm just thinking, like, words. Um, anyway, I don't wanna give any room to that. I just wanna say to you all, you either have to take up your sword at this point, and by sword, I mean words, I mean stamina, strength, courage, principles, the pursuit of justice and truth. You either do that now or you don't stand with us, because you do have to stand. You can't just say, you have to do. And if I feel like his I feel like it's biblical. I feel it's just really important. And I don't remember um crying because anyone famous died. I mean, maybe I'm remembering, but I'm just profoundly moved and very upset because he was like as Americans call it, like a goofy, sort of nice man. He's the epitome of like the nice American. That's how I feel. He's I don't know. I just think that at some point in all of our lives, we have to ask ourselves, who are we? Who are we prepared to be? What are we prepared to do in pursuit of something that we feel is right and proper? And I hope the answer for all of you, is that you would do anything to ensure the world that we leave behind is better than the world that we were born into. And at the moment, I don't think that's true for many of us. I think it's infinitely worse. And so, our legacy, and today we owe ourselves, we owe ourselves the dignity that on our deathbed that we can say, I lived a good life. I did some good things. And I try to make the world a much better place for those that love me and I left behind. Um, hmm. Anyway, I've got a dash. I don't really want to say too much more. It is likely that I will be joining Turning Point tomorrow for the vigil in London. Uh, if you're there, come and see me. Um, but I feel that the world has changed, and maybe, ironically, Charlie Kirk will be the turning point, like the turning point. I certainly hope so. Anyway, thank you so much. Um, I'm sure that there will that some good must come of this. Otherwise, there is no justice.
Righteous sentence.